Recently, along with several other towers, the Warden received a huge buff, improving its stats, values, and more. In this video, I'll be going over these changes and ranking the Warden based on how good it is. Before I continue, do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe to join the Blue Head Mafia. It helps me out a lot and I really appreciate it. Also, if you want to talk to me, suggest videos, or maybe even be in one, consider joining the Blue Head Mafia Discord. It's a great time and I hope to see you there. Its placement cost was unchanged, still being 500 cash. This means you can place it on the first wave and makes it an option for early game. At level 0, its fire rate was decreased from 1.208 to 1.108, increasing its DPS to 5.42. The total price of level 1 was reduced from 850 to 750 cash, and its fire rate was decreased to 0.908, increasing its DPS to 10.28. The total price of level 2 was reduced from 2,100 to 2,000, although none of its stats were changed. The total price of level 3 was reduced from 7,100 to 7,000, and its damage was increased from 30 to 40, also increasing its critical damage from 45 to 60. Overall, its DPS improved from 43.32 to 57.76. Finally, the total price of level 4 was actually increased from 20,600 to 21,500 cash, but its damage was buffed from 80 to 100, also increasing its critical damage from 120 to 150. This improved its DPS from 115.51 to 144.39. On top of all these stat changes, it now has a placement limit of 20, no longer being unlimited. These are some incredible buffs. The max level Warden gained an extra 28.88 DPS, making it a lot stronger than it was before. Currently, the level with the best value is level 1, which has a fantastic DPS cost ratio of 13.71 DPS per 1k spent. However, I'd recommend instead going for level 3 Wardens, despite it only having a DPS cost ratio of 8.25 DPS per 1k spent. This is because after level 3, the Warden now stuns enemies with every hit instead of every 3 hits. Overall, I feel like this is a huge improvement and makes up for the loss in value. You can also go for max level Wardens as it has twice the stun time and is immune to enemy stuns, although it has a DPS cost ratio of 6.72 DPS per 1k spent, which is noticeably worse. Unfortunately, despite these buffs, the level 0 Warden cannot defend against any of the early waves by itself in follow mode, so you'll have to bring another tower for that if you don't want to leak anything. However, due to the increase in DPS, you can actually beat solo follow mode using only Wardens and support towers. This is pretty insane, as solo fallen is usually a pretty difficult task to pull off, especially for newer players. And while the Warden's new placement limit can be an issue, 20 Wardens should be more than enough for a normal game. On top of its new impressive max DPS of 144.39, remember that it also stuns enemies, being a valuable support tower. The Warden can make the tank an absolute joke, completely negating its speed and shredding it with its high DPS. In its current state, I consider the Warden to be an incredibly powerful tower, being both a great DPS option and a powerful support tower. I'm going to rank it as a low S tier tower. It has tons of uses and I highly recommend you try it out. But how would you rank it? And do you think it needed this buff? Let me know in the comments down below. And before I end this video, I'd like to thank Jondro684, The Pirate Bay, Elixir US, Seekun, The Figure, Yord, Nimbus the Wicker, Alberto Valentines, Duolingo is Coming, Rookie, Related Kidney, Solax, TS Seal, Redman48 Ida, Smelly Gamer Chair, Potted Sprout, Luis Alberto, and Virgil for supporting my content by becoming a channel member. If you'd like to help me out and get some special perks in the meantime, like being my friend on Roblox, consider becoming a channel member today. It helps me out a lot and I really appreciate it. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed, hit that like button and subscribe to join the Blue Head Mafia. My name is CORSO and I'll see y'all in the next video.